Johnny's. I got Johnny's up there. Okay, how about now? Now, Dana, yay! I don't know why. Why is my brain? I cannot figure out why I have the worst time with that. I don't understand that. It's the way it's said or the way they. I don't know. That is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. I get it, but hey, Susan. Yeah, Stephanie, it was me because when you first go in, you have to either put not made for children. Hey, Ann, you have to put in. I was just pulling yours to do today some blanks for you today. I was kind of cleaning up the shelf a little bit, and I said, let me pull some of Ann's. So you have to choose not made for kids or yes, it's made for kids. So if it's made for kids, Kathy, we have Kathy too. If it's made for kids, then that means there's restricted, like they won't let comments in because they feel like, heaven forbid you should say something really bad around a kid. If you put not made for kids, then it allows comments because then it's strictly adults. And then why they do that, I have no idea. I mean, to me, that's kind of the dumbest thing ever. It's like, just let me have a live stream. Why do I have to choose? But I get it, I guess. So Bill is going to join us sometime today. Yes, he is. He is his. Y'all like my fashion statement socks? I promised my doctor I would try to wear the socks. So, that's what I'm trying to do. Yeah, if it's made for kids, no comments. So I think that it's the way they say it. Like, it's either yes, it's made for kids, or no. Maybe my brain is thinking no for kids. I don't know. Hey, Jacob, how are you? So I'm just going to wait a little bit this time because sometimes I think I get started a little too soon, and people don't get to. Hey, Christine. You know what, Christine? I had 2 grommets, and I put one of them in, and I tested one, and I took it out, and I laid it up there, and it was gone. So I searched everywhere. So I have to wait for more grommets to come in. I don't care for the other 2 that I have left. They're terrible. My granddaughter, I miss her so much, and she just does not understand. She turned 13 yesterday, the 31st. Hi, Susan. She turned, hey, Bill jumped in. Bill is who we're going to be showcasing today. Bill Durr, I think is how you say. Is that how you say your name, Bill? Yeah. They're all numbered. I have my baggies. I got my tools. Everything that I can think of is all set. Yay, go me. So my girls, I just wanted to really spend the last day with her. I didn't want her to feel pushed off. And, of course, I should have been doing that the whole time she was here. And I get it. And I did. So what happened is she would go to bed real late. And she wouldn't wake up until like noon. So I did all my work out here in the morning. And then some in the afternoon, unless we had something to do. But if we didn't have anything to do, I would just keep turning out here. So I probably could have planned a little bit more things. I wanted to plan more like glass blowing class and some classes at Michael's. We usually do a painting class, like where the lady comes and we all paint together, that kind of thing. And I had all that in mind to plan. And she kept saying Legoland at the swimming place at Legoland. And and then so I don't know, we did go to the springs. She really wanted to do that. The springs are like 72 here in Florida. There's like a couple natural springs and it is cold. So we did get to go do that. She came out of her shell as far as boats. I really wanted to see if she would get in a boat, and she absolutely swore she was not going to get in a boat. But one day we were in the water, and Pawpaw, she calls him Pawpaw Shane. She got him he found a paddle board. Somebody let us use their paddle board, and she actually got on it. I could not believe it, which is way worse than a boat. I tried to tell her, you get in a boat and you're nice and safe all the way around. So she gets on the paddleboard and she had a great time on it. She up and down. She even tried to stand on it. It was fun. So we did a few fun things, but always at the end of every summer, I always say, gosh, we could have done so much more. And time just flies. It literally just flies by so fast. And even though, you know, we crafted together. And so I would come out of the shop, like, instead of staying out here until midnight, I would go in at like 10, you know, and we would diamond paint together. We were watching Young Sheldon together from the series all the way from the beginning, and I had not seen that. So I just love her so much. We've been really close, but she's definitely at the teenage stage. So to her, you know, if I say, "Oh, I miss you so much," she's, "Yeah, okay." You know, I'm sure she, you know, she misses us, but not like that. She's just got home today. They made it home at right like around 2, I think, and she had not seen her new room, her new house that her mama just bought. So she was excited there. So yes, please hit like and share and all that good stuff. And so yeah, Joanne would come over. Joanne would be over here doing the shipping, and she'd come bouncing in sometimes. But she used to like to be in here a lot more when she was littler. She liked to hog up the lives. She wanted to do the lives, and she wanted y'all to see everything she did. So she would go live with me, and we would sell resin stuff that didn't sell. And then I think the year before last, she did it a little bit. Last year it was like, I helped. I'm like, really? So I guess that was done. And this year we didn't do it. I don't think we didn't do it at all this year. She went live at nighttime to diamond paint. That was fun to her. But yeah, so her tastes change, and I have to remember that. So we always just like to remind her of the young times when she's little and all the funny things she did, and she'll be like, no, 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 don't say that. Like she's all embarrassed. So anyway, so we are going to have Builder. And did he say, I might have missed it, did he say that's the way that you say the last name, D-U-R? He has all things handcrafted, and Dana can grab the link for him. And guys, let me tell you, Bill is right up there in my top 1 or 2, to be honest. I mean, I like many casters, but Bill is always my go-to because he does his blanks in round, and it's so much easier for us as turners to turn because it doesn't take so long getting them round first. We use up so much tool and stuff just trying to get them, you know, round. So his always come round already, so it is easier. He makes his in 6-inch, and I love that because, and at first I didn't like it because I was like, oh my gosh, they're so long, I always have to cut them. But I do like the fact that they're long because I myself like long pens. I like them longer than usual. And all of my pens are either Builder or Jeremy. I have mostly Bill's, and he made just some beautiful greens, and I put some opal in it. So I like them. I also, so we can either do them at 6-inch or we can cut them down, so I really like that about his. He has a style all his own, so it's hard when casters come in kind of new and they're like, oh, look at my stuff, and you're like, yeah, okay, it's pretty cool. But and so you feel bad because you're like, you don't want to put them on the thing because they're not that good, you know what I mean? So Bill has a style all his own. He even, when I asked, if y'all know, Castaway came out with some watermelon blanks, and you got your pen holder printed. That's cool. You'll have to show me. You don't have Messenger, Christine. It would be so much easier if you had Messenger. You could show me, because I don't ever go to the email. Dana takes care of the email. So I would love to see what you got. So anyway, I was saying, like, he has the style all his own. So he is really good about having this color. Like, his color will, it's kind of suspended, but not just suspended all the way through. It's like it looks like it's dripping down, so he has plenty of clear in the middle too. I don't know how he does it, but because I've tried casting, I've tried a few times casting, but it's not easy. He is the one that can also put colors together that I would never. I've got colors over there that I don't use because I'm like, oh, that is ugly. But Bill can put them together, and he can come up with really pretty. See the clear in that, and see how the color is suspended in that. And if you see it on his website, you might want to do a double take, because there's so many times that he might have them dropped, and you're like, oh, no. You really need to look at it, or ask one of us turners, because this thing is going to be gorgeous. I mean, unless you just hate like dark colors, it's going to be beautiful simply because of the colors that's in it. See, just a little bit of the rainbow colors, or whatever he used at that time. Rust. It looks like some teal, some gray. See the colors in there, and it just comes out. He just has a way of doing it. So he does regular too, just plain, like he does all one color. So I'll be showing you some of those. So I did pull out 16 today. Hey Angel, how are you? Oh, thanks, Stephanie. Well, it helps, because if you guys don't know, if you don't know, you don't know. So it takes somebody to help to show you. So, I'm good, and I will get to your stuff, I promise. It's just, I really got to get like backed up stuff done and stuff. So I promise I'll get to your stuff. I won't forget. Yeah, so, and anything else you guys want to know, it helps. That's why we always ask too, that before you send us blanks, you ask who you're buying it from, because now we are going to have a list. I think, Dana, are you done with the list of casters? We're going to have a list of casters up, and a list of 3D prints, and printing people. And I just want to put everybody that I like to support the most out on a list so people can see it. So Bill is definitely going to be on there. Is Bill not there with us anymore? Did he have to jump? I might have missed him. He might have been on the other one, and I might have lost him. Or was he on this one? Bill, are you still with me? So he also does stuff like he's not beyond putting stuff in it. He did this one that's a mesh material. What's already up? Oh, okay. The list of casters is already up. So as we think of more, we'll let you know. And you guys will have to forgive me if I start on a thought, because I just looked at something. Oh, he's there. If I start on a thought and I go to something else, I'll probably get back to it, because I was saying Castaway did watermelon blanks, and I asked Bill, because I know his style. So, and I know what I'm thinking about, and I know what I want. So I'll be like, hey, Bill, can you do this? And what I really liked about him is that, yes, he didn't mind doing it. So I really wanted a watermelon blank. He didn't mind doing one at all, but he said, do you have a problem if I do it this way, so we're not copying somebody and stepping on their toes? So he thinks about that too. He doesn't just go on in there and say, I can do that too. So that's what I like also. So he did make watermelon blanks. They're not like castaways, and he didn't want them to be like castaways, and he didn't want them to be, he didn't want them to look like theirs and step on their toes. Yes, he does customs. Usually he wants you to purchase, is it 3 or 4? How many do they need to purchase first, Mr. Bill? Because he can't, it's difficult for him just to, if he had 10 people and every 10 people wanted one blank of something completely different, you know how much time that would take up? So he really likes it if people would purchase a certain amount, you know, first, like purchase them. Oh, you don't have a limit now, so you're letting them do whatever? You must be a little bit more caught up. So he was behind for a little while too. Let's see, what else do I have to say about you, Mr. Bill? I think I have not decided who's going to do our birthday pens next year. I always consider going back to Bill because he makes good colors and, you know, stuff like that. And he's got the round. I must add that again. Jacob, I'm sorry, but the round are phenomenal. So I even told another caster, one of my casters over here, I even told him, I said, listen, you know, somebody does, you stay busy, right? I said, you know, Bill does round, and that caster goes, well, that's more expensive and that's more trouble. And I'm like, I'm just telling you. I'm just saying, he does round and he sells them for $10, $11. I'm just saying. So that caster tried a couple round and he went right back to square. And I'm like, oh my goodness. And he charges more. So, and I don't want to say who it is because I love the caster. So it just depends on their thoughts. You know, every caster is going to have different thoughts and what they have available to them and stuff like that. So you're waiting on the perfect pink pen. I did not know that. I did not know that. So yeah, if you guys want anything from Mr. Bill, please, he's very good about answering back. It won't be, you know, days and days before you hear back from him. So if you're, and I get that about being very picky about what shade you want. I'm kind of like that with green. Just because I love green doesn't mean I like forest green or dark green or baby green or what, you know. I want Kelly green. I love bright Kelly green. So I thought I had that cup up there and I don't. One of my pens Bill made, and it just looks like a gorgeous bright, he used all glitter, but it's super green and I absolutely love it. You have the round molds, Jacob, too. You don't cast much because you do more hybrid hards. Yeah, that's what I figured too. If you do a lot of Bill doesn't do a whole lot of the pine cones and a lot of woods and stuff like that, so it's probably easier to cast in the round. I've seen people doing rounds and I'm like, to me it looks like a lot of work. Green is your favorite color, but you're picky with the shade of green as well. So I have a couple ideas for you for the pink. Are you able to describe the pink? Because I'm sure if you message Bill and he shows you all the shades of pink he has, or if you go online and you get a picture of that shade, he can pretty well match it. I love hybrids too. Joanne's pink. So this one's mine too. I'm going to do this and see all the pretty, it's got the pretty green, it's got pretty pink and purple. That's a different caster though. So let me start showing you guys. I did one of yours, Bill, last night for, oh my goodness, I did one for a girl and I was like, I kept looking at it and I said, it's probably going to be really pretty. But when I was done, I was like, I was so done. I'm like, I gotta get that blank. And I took the blank out of my basket and I put it in my pile. It was so pretty. So you guys don't get it because it was so pretty. And I'll show you if I can find it. Yes. Bill, you have done some square too. What's the difference? Why did you decide there were some that you wanted to do square? Did you just not have the molds, or did you just not feel like doing them around that day, or? Pale pink and light pink, if that makes sense. Then you're going to love these pinks that I have. Because this is yours too, I believe, isn't it, Bill? Is that not yours? I think it is, but I could be wrong. So this is the one that I did for the girl. And see how it's mixed the blue and the pink in his style, where it's the color suspended. And he put the flowers in it. The flower glitter. So he's getting pretty good about getting those flowers suspended. And I know that's difficult. Oh, it depends on what you're making. And this one is one of Bill's too. That's mine. I did want it partially, and you can't even appreciate just sitting in a round blank. There's no way you can appreciate these colors until it's done and polished. When I saw this, I'm like, that's mine. So, yeah, here's a pink, but that's not one of Mr. Bill's. It's just a lot of cool pink colors in it. That's one of Jacob's, by the way, since he happens to be here. So, let me get started. That's my stash. And and I'm going to tell you guys again. Well, before I turn it, if you want it to be, can't do your signature color drop in a square. Really? Are you serious? Hey, Nicole. I just put all yours over here, right here, so I could work on them. I was cleaning up my stash today, and I found Nicole's. And the one it's still in the bubble wrap. So I got all yours right here on my next to-do list. So, really, Bill. And Bill is here, Nicole, from All Things Handcrafted. That's the one we're going to do. We're going to show all of his. So I would not have known that you could not do a color drop in the square. I get it, that square is flat instead of the round being straight up and down, right? So when you're pouring, I guess you can wait till it kind of hardens, not hardens, but gets a little bit warmer. And then you pour the other color so it kind of goes slowly in. And that's probably what makes it, is what I'm guessing. Temperature makes the difference. But when you're flat, I would still think you could do the same thing. But just not quite as cool as what yours is. Okay, so I ended up with 16 today. And because I feel like that's a good number, because you guys like a lot of them. Some of them you don't. And you'll have to forgive me. I went back on my diet after my girl left. And they were trying to tell me, Mimi, you could have done it while I was here. And I said, yeah, I could have, but it was just like, grandmother. What? So, I could have, but I said, she would be like, Mimi, try this. Mimi, try that. And I'm like, I gotta try all this stuff. It was so good. It would be the side the color drop. Gotcha. I can see that. So, let's see. I have a list of, we're going to do them in order. If you want them for a screw-in deck, Bill, you don't have to stay if you don't want. Does anybody else have any questions for Mr. Bill? If anybody have any more questions, we'll put the link up again and a little bit later, and then you guys check him out, because he's probably got, Bill, am I wrong? I'm thinking that they can go back through your website and your older posts. Do you still, if there's some in there that still have not been grabbed, can they grab them from previous posts? Or do you close them all together and just stick with the one? You know what I mean? Wait. Fatima, grandmother. Is that Aaliyah? Just the last post available. Okay, so when you guys go into his group, whatever last one he's got there is what he wants. But take a look around. No, that's not it. You can remove that one, Dana. So take a look at all his past ones. It'll give you a good idea of what all he's got, colors that he's got, you know, and everything. So, let's see. All posts are done. Gotcha. Did you ever figure out your comment situation? I did not. All I did was go in this time. I Googled it. I searched it. I searched for, oh, it'll be in the featured section. We do that in our group too. All the latest stuff we put in the featured. So you guys, please give him some attention. He's awesome. Anything he's got, he'll be glad to help you with. He's very helpful. So go check him out. So no, the comments, I have no idea because I did everything I could. I tried looking up a customer service number for them. Of course, they want to take you through the whole, go here and go to the questions and go to the community and go here. So, yeah, I haven't figured it out. So I just cleared my cache. Can you get rid of that one, Dana? I cleared my cache. I cleared my memory. I got rid of old texts. I got rid of everything I could think of. And, hopefully that'll work. It's all I can do. So, and I have my computer. So I think if something happens and I lose you guys's, can you get rid of that one? Thank you. I do have my computer open. So if I lose you guys's comments, then I can at least look over there and have Dana tell me, hey, you know, it's all off or whatever. So anyway, okay. So number one, Mr. Bill, I really appreciate you coming in and talking to them and just letting them get to know you a little bit and seeing what all you have. So I greatly appreciate it. So the ones we are starting with is the blue glitter. And it is thick glitter. It's heavy glitter. And for that reason, I do charge $50 on this one because it takes quite a bit more. It takes quite a bit more to do when it's a lot of heavier glitter. So I don't want, when you're feeling it, I don't want you to feel that glitter. So I do more. So that one's going to be $50. This is number one. So if anybody wants it, you know, just let me know. Let's see. Number two is, this one is pink and red hearts and stars and moons and a little bit of kind of gold glitter. And it's not real shiny right now because there's like a coating over it, but it will be super shiny when it's all polished up. So it's got the hearts and stars and glitters. So that's number two. Right? Somebody said when you started on YouTube that you'd get a lot of spam stuff. So it's like, really? I don't know if it's because I don't know if I changed settings or whatever. Ugh, it drives you crazy. And at first I thought when that one said grandmother, because my granddaughter this year, she was like, she started this thing where she was like, grandmother. And I'm like, so at first I thought, wait a minute, what was her YouTube? And I said, no, that must not be on it. I mean, that must not be her. So you can tell who it is by the comments. Why am I showing men my legs, you know? Hey, hi Michelle. I think you've been in here before, right? Yeah, just check for the scammers. So 1 and 2. So blue is 1, blue glitter. 2, this one's 45. 3 is a 4-inch. I can make it smaller, Miss Stephanie. Um, this was one of those real pretty ones that he's done a lot of these in different colors. And there was a certain company that he was getting his mica powders from, and they went out of business. So he's like, I don't know where I'm going to get them. But they're very pearly looking. Super pearly. Oh, okay. You were the one looking for the purple crochet hook. So if you're able to get with me on Messenger, on Facebook Messenger, it's better. Because I do the purple crochet hooks. I just have to you got to get with me on Messenger, or I'm going to it's going to slip my mind. So this one is like pastel colors, and it's his color suspend. And it's got the clear, which you can see. I love that. So that's number 3. That's a 4-inch at the moment. Well, it's 4.5 inch at the moment, but I can shorten it. I can't lengthen it. So, oh, okay. Let me get back. Dana, will you remind me when we get off about that? And I will, let me check that, because I remember that, but I don't know. I've had so much going on with my granddaughter here and my mother-in-law passing away and stuff. It was like, oh. So that was number 3. Number 4 is a cranberry color. If Bill's still here, he can tell you if it's a red or a cranberry, but I think it's kind of, it's not really red, and the phones don't really do the color justice at all, because it is a pearly color and it's mixed with the white, which kind of gives it that creamy look. Do I make putty pullers? What's a putty puller, Deb? Putty puller. I make putties. So I'm calling this one cranberry. So if anybody wants this one. And I want to tell you something too. This is a good example of, you see a lot of this on the outside, but you're not going to know what it comes out like once I start turning it. It might come out a whole bunch of the white. It might come out even darker red. I'm just not sure. And so that one that I did one the other day, and I'm like, oh my goodness. I thought it was like one color, and I went underneath and it was like, wow. So that was really cool. Magenta. Oh, really? And peach? I would not have guessed that. I would have just figured you use like an off-white or something, but it's really pretty. Okay, so I was calling that a cranberry. The blue snowflake. And he does these really well because of that color drop. So, because the color suspend in that clear. So it gives you a chance to see a whole lot more of what he puts in it. And he does a lot of snowflakes, and they sell really well. So this is a light blue, a lot of clear. So, because you got to think some of this is going to come out once I turn it. So it's going to be a lot of clear. There will still be some blue in it, but it just depends on how far the blue is. So blue snowflake. Let's see. This one was really crazy. I didn't know how to say this, so I just said it was a dark grayish pink glitter. And every time I look at it, it's different. So let me see if I can get you guys. See, the glitter doesn't even show pink for y'all. And that's what's amazing to me, because when I look at it, it totally looks like a bunch of pink. And so I don't know what colors they are. I know it's like grays and just special color shift colors that we couldn't even imagine, I'm sure. So, and I feel like, Bill, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like they're not seeing the color on camera that it really is, truly. It looks like a toothpick tool right now, and use my tweezers to pull the putty out of the tips. No, I just use a knife. Or I didn't know there was a special tool to pull putty out of the tweezers. I just either use my tweezers, because we call them murder tweezers, because they're so sharp. You know, we just use the super sharp tweezers, and I just dig it out of the tips. So this one is, I think this one's a 5-inch now. I can, of course, always make them shorter. So this is number 6. Just keep in mind how pretty the colors will be when they come out. The rainbow, I'm calling this one rainbow and silver because he had a real pretty, instead of just clear, he put a lot of silver right here. It's still transparent, but also has the rainbow. So this one will have, you'll still get some rainbow in here, and you'll get some rainbows there. It really depends on how much color he uses, you know, and where it comes out as to what's coming out. But that's going to be pretty because it's silver. Yeah, pictures never do them justice. And we have a watermelon. Watermelon is 4-inch this particular time. I do have another full-length watermelon. I would like one for myself, so I'll have to look around and see if that one was mine or if there's another one. But he did a great job on making this look like the seeds inside. And so what I did on one of them that I was sending to somebody else, well, I can't show you the one I did last night because that's in our Turner challenge. We use these for our Turner challenge. And then I would tell you who made who. So I did black, little tiny black embellishments around it, and it came out really pretty. Used for final stuff. So why would you guys need a special tool to pull putty out of the tip? I just pull it out. Okay, so let's say we're watermelon. Number 7, I'm probably missing, or that was number 9. I'm probably missing the numbers. So that was number 9. Number 10 is purple and green. And this is great for Halloween. This one is currently in a 4-inch. Yeah, I just used tweezers. I mean, not that some people don't like other things. They like what they like, for sure. So purple and green, 4-inch. This will be much prettier when it comes out too. That's number 10. Number 11 is the pink pearl snowflake. Miss Christine. See, that looks purple on the screen. And to me, it's like a light pink lilac. I cannot believe the difference that is showing. It's more like what's on my shirt in person. That's crazy. I see that on the screen as purple. I don't know if you guys do too. So this has got more color in the color drop, so you'll get more of that pink color, but you're still going to see snowflakes. This is really pretty. You said pink and you said light, so seeing tools that they're asking about, they might just want a pretty handle, right? You see purple too? Yeah. Oh, I can do a handle on them. I even have, you see light purple too? See, you guys, I wish I could see it. To me, it's like a lilac. Like a light pinkish purple. I don't know if I can get it any better. Nope, it's just showing purple no matter what I do. So, yeah, it's really more pinkish. Same thing with this one. So this is number 11. Number 12 is 4-inch also. And it's a pink and gray. Who does not love pink and gray and white together? That's such an old-time favorite. Like, it's around to stay. And it's going to look much prettier after it's turned even. The blue snowflake and that one together. Yeah. Give me 1 second. I'm almost done with these. That was pink and gray. Blue, pink, and pearl light. This one. This one's going to be gorgeous. I thought about keeping this one for myself. I can't even get y'all the purple. It just gradient from like a light. From this same color, I think. I really think it's the same color. No, maybe not. I don't know. It's hard to tell. Because they're so much lighter and once it mixes with the blue. But to me it looks like the same color, but maybe not. Saltwater taffy. Yeah, these are full size. So this is the blue snowflake, the pinkish snowflake, kind of lilac, and this one is not snowflake, it's just the gradient blue and pink mixed. But you can't see, it doesn't even show, trying to do different shadows or anything. It doesn't even, to me, it shows almost like it's white to you guys, but it's not. It's not quite as dark as this one, but it's definitely more pink like this one. We have a rainbow mesh, which I told you guys about. You want both the snowflakes? Jacob, I don't know if you've ever had, there is the best saltwater taffy in Maine. It's called the Goldenrod. They're expensive to ship, but they're worth it. It is the best taffy. It's none of this little dollar store saltwater taffy. No, this is really good. They make it right there. Some of them they put peanut butter in. So, oh, they're so good. So this one is the mesh. This one's going to be $55. And it comes out really, really pretty. And then I call this one Christmas because for obvious reasons. It's even got green dripping into the red. And then the last one I have is blue. I had asked him for like blues and grays. Wait, where's my silver? Didn't I have a silver? I did have a silver. Where's my silver one? Did I skip that one, Dana? I did. Number 8 is silver. Where is my silver? Because you guys got to see this silver. It is amazing. No, it's not in here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I knew it. Only 15. I'll have to find it because it's really pretty. I must have laid it somewhere. There it is. Hold on 1 second. The silver is amazing. I asked him to make it for Christmas, and I was going to do for the segmented pens that I do. I didn't put holes in it yet. I was going to do like Silver Bell, you know, for Christmas. And I was going to mix it with this blue. But check this out. This is a steel gray color drop. So you see the clear. And you put the silver flake in it. Just enough to make it awesome. So this, to me, with a segmented, I was going to make those, you know, like where I chop them up and I piece them together. I was going to do that for Christmas, and I didn't get to it. So I'm still going to do it, but it's just not going to be Christmas. So yeah, I missed the silver was number 8. This is so cool looking. So I'd have to put, if y'all wanted the silver, I'd have to put the ends in there. Yeah, just the color is amazing the way it comes out. It's so cool. We're going to probably come back around to Jacob next week if, unless I do something different like polishing or something like that. We'll probably come back around to Jacob. You will not be sorry for these two, Christine. You will not be sorry at all. At all. So, they are so pretty. And I do not have... So, my next step in trying to get organized and trying to keep my head together, yes, I will show 3 again, is because we got the baggies, and I keep telling Dana, I love this idea. I love the numbering idea. That was fantastic. And then I love the fact that I can just pull out a bag and I can put your names on it. So later on, I'm not going, wait, who got that? Who wanted that one? You know, when I talk to 10 different people. Yes, bling and grommets. And the grommets, the grommets have gone up. I don't know if I had a chance to tell you, and I'll get back to you in just a second, Stephanie. Ivy went up on the grommets, so obviously I have to go up. I try not to go up as much as I can. So unfortunately, well, for you guys here, don't tell anybody else. For y'all here, and Dana, I will do it for them on YouTube. I'll do the grommets for 8. So, but when I put them in, and you're gonna see me price them at 10. So it's just that little bit of extra sometimes helps with the, with money for me. And then, okay, so this one is Christine. I see comments coming in, so let me write her on here real quick. And then your grip size one more time, Christine. So that was the next step I got to do. I've got to figure out how to have something that my brain can stick with all the time, so I don't have to go back and keep asking, what grip size did you need? What grip size? What grip size was that? But you got to understand, won't mind paying more because you're paying. Oh, thank you. So, because my ADHD brain, I can do this. This was worth it. It works. It's fantastic. A little thicker than medium. So, but to be able to, you don't know how many planners I could pull out in this room, because I wanted the idea of having a planner, keeping it nice and neat, having all the information there, so all I have to do is go, oh, okay, Christine, thicker than medium, and she likes bling. Seems easy to everybody else, right? Seems easy. Okay. Oh, and hang on one second. Bling and thicker than medium. But it's really not that easy. Thicker. And I'm running out of pen. To an ADHD mind. Sometimes it can be more overwhelming, and then it's not even fun. So thicker than medium. And bling. And Christine. I'm going to do yours first, Christine. So let me go back, because Stephanie, let's see, Anne was asking for 8. Oh, Anne, you love that silver? It is really pretty, and it's different. It's hard. It's going to be hard to find something like that. I had to special order them. So let me put Anne on here, and Anne, remind me of your grip size. Seriously, because I have to do yours anyway. What is the price of the Christmas colored one? $45, Deb. This is Anne. You guys, Anne has been a supporter of mine for as long as I can remember. As long as I had a name to a business, Anne's been around, I think. So she has been wonderful to me. Let's see. Anyone would expect you to remember everyone's details. Yeah, because I get so many. I talk to so many people. So, Anne, what grip size? And do you want bling? The Christmas colored one, yeah, I told her it was 45. Now let me go back to... Anne got number 8. Christine's thicker than medium. Thank you, Nicole. And I'm paying for them. Okay. See the rainbow one again. Susan, you wanted to see the rainbow. The rainbow mesh. It's actual material that he casted in the resin. So you can go to Walmart or wherever and see that material. I cut some off because it was like frayed on top. I cut just a little bit off, but it's actual material that you can get from the store. Ribbon material comes into the big spools, and he cast it in that. So it's going to be a little bit more because I want to make sure I seal it wherever, and there might be bubbles in it and stuff, but I want to make sure I seal that one. That one was 55. Susan, let's see. Thank you, Christine. You guys are awesome. Blaming grommets. Show you number 3 and see what colors you think is opposed. It is opposed to what we might be seeing. Number 3 was the pastel. Oh yeah, I love this one. When I first look at this, I honestly see blue, green, and cream, peach. I think he must have really used multiple colors, because when you first see it, the blue really shows up right away, and it looks like pink and peach, and I definitely see the green, and I know these colors because I bought the same mica that he did, but he had a lot more, and so he actually mixed a bunch of colors. So it's I don't want to say an antique look, but it's just pretty to me. I love them. I love all the ones that he does like this come out just really pretty. So I don't know what you guys might be seeing. I think your end, it looks a little dull. Like right here is a real pretty blue. I don't even see the pink on the camera. Let me see if I can even get it closer, if it would work. See how it's starting to show a little bit of pink, but it's more than that when you look at it. There's a little bit there. So it is really pretty. And then was that it for going back? Yeah, and then Jacob was loving the silver, I think. You don't like green. You just want to be sure it wasn't something different. Yeah, it definitely has green in it. So it's more of a, because it's kind of mixed with the blue, it looks like an antique-ish, I don't know, like a light mint green in an antique. Near the end, I think 15. The cobalt, it was supposed to be 16. This one was 16. Was this the one with the, and you can see the hint of glitter in it? Yeah, this one is just a cobalt. And then the thing I love about this is you're not going to have to worry about it yellowing over time because it's got color throughout. So this one is 16. The Christmas one was, and then there is another blue. There's this blue with the purple glitter. Ellie! And then this was the other blue. I really wish you guys could see what I can see. Can you see how it looks darker back here? It's farther away, but you see how it looks darker? At least I'm looking on the camera and it does. Versus when I go up here, it doesn't look quite as dark. It looks like it pales it out. Oh, Susan wanted the rainbow in silver. Susan, you wanted this one? It's so cool looking. Okay, Susan. Okay, Susan wanted this one. Let's see. I want these bags instead. Hey, did I just lose you guys? Because my computer... Oh, I probably touched the mouse. That's probably what it was. I don't know where I have the mouse sitting, so I probably just touched the mouse. That's what it was. So I lost the screen over here, so it kind of worried me that I had lost you guys. Okay, Susan, let me get the marker. Since that other marker isn't wanting to cooperate. And remind me, grip size, Susan. You guys have no idea how much I appreciate you. So we get to turn all these tonight. Okay, let me see. I think I got Christine wants bling. She wants grommets. Medium for Susan. Yeah, but it would be kind of neat to have, like, I think Dana's other suggestion, this might work, guys. Her other suggestion, which I purchased last night, was index cards. So instead of writing on the bag, because I can throw these away. These are a dime a dozen. Okay, cool. Bling, Susan, I'm gonna have index cards. And so once I get that first index card together and put on there what you want, then I should be able to keep that card for you guys every time you get one. And then the information will be on there. For an e-pen. No, e-pens are easy. A little thicker than medium, 4.5 on the Cobalt. And yours just went out today too. Everybody's went out today except for Christine's. I have that real pretty pastel rainbow pine cone for Christine, and that went out. You think so? I hope it'll work. I really do. If I just take, because once I take the time to do one, because Dana's thought was I can write on them a couple times and use them and toss them, you know, and they're a dime a dozen too. But now that I think about it, I really think that I can use them every time, because I'll just have like a card category, and when you guys want something, I just pull that card out. And now I've already got what you want, and I still put the card in the bag with you and still throw the bag away. So anything, I'm up for anything that will help my mind be able to organize it, you know. So it's gonna take me just a minute. Stephanie, this is awesome. Was Laura here? Laura got me some I don't know if I told you, Joanne, guess what Laura got us today in the mail? She sent some tape measures, but they're not this one. So, oh, you have ADHD too, Christine? Oh my gosh, let me tell you, there is a girl on YouTube, Clutterbug. She is absolutely amazing, and she sent tape measures, but yeah, she sent tape measures, but there's a couple tape measures, but they're on like a hook thing, so I can actually hook it to something. So yeah, I really think when the blanks come in from other casters, now that I probably don't need, because I know my casters. We know, oh wow, how many years has that been? You can pretty much pull up a blank, and unless it's a new, I even know Jacobs. Like, I can usually, any of the ones that I have in here, I even know Jacobs. So we know I don't have a problem with that at all. I'm gonna go do yours. You want, wait, you want 4.5? I thought you liked 3.5 to 4. See, I remember that. But this one you want 4.5, Stephanie? But yes, Clutterbug, you have to look her up. Is really good. I was diagnosed about, let's see, I bought my house in 2011, so it was about 2012. Oh, gotcha. So what I do there is, normally the casters are really good about putting the names on it. So like if Nicole is still here, so they'll either put, you know, a paper around it, or some have stickers, and they're usually really good. As long as they name them and tape them, then I don't have a problem with that, because then they all, so, and if it's ones, like ones and twos. I have a pile with just all the singles, and I make sure that the paper stays wrapped around them. So, but you recently found out mine was worse than initially thought. Gotcha. Right? Oh my gosh, when I was diagnosed, I'm like, wow. I said, are you kidding me? Because I never used to believe in it. I was like, no, no, no. Just beat that kid's butt. That's all they need. And so if I had known way back when, oh my gosh, I could have been the veterinarian I wanted to be. I could have gone to college. It's just so overwhelming. So yeah, my whole life made sense after that when she told me about things. And then when she tried me on Adderall, wow, because I almost lost my job. And when she tried me on Adderall, it saved my job. And that was with Walgreens, and I just couldn't believe the difference. I told her, I went back and I'm like, is this the way life was always supposed to be? And she was like, that's it. And I said, oh man, so many years wasted not knowing, or not believing, or because they would just, pill kids up like crazy. So you have another E-pen that's 4 and you think it's a smidge too short. Okay, just experimenting. Cool. Now, when you, anytime you guys want to send them back, I know it's extra work for me, but if you really need something done, oh, Laura is here. Were you here when I told her that you got us the measuring tapes, Laura? So I'm going to have a measuring tape over there. I'm going to have one over here. I'm going to have one over here. It's going to be awesome. Oh, what was I saying? Oh, anytime you guys need, if you really have a blank, like Nicole, she really wanted, this is how she sent it to me. She wanted to make sure it didn't break. She needed me to make this thinner. Is that right, Nicole? Is that what we're doing with this one? We just needs to thin it out some more because it was too thick. If that's what it is. So anyway, it was important enough to her. Yeah, didn't it? It was definitely important enough to her that she wanted to send it back. So, to get it thinned out. I don't have a problem on that. I'm not really going to charge you guys, rightfully. Should I? Sure. But I'm not going to. And why is this like that? I didn't send this to you like this, did I? Did I send this to you like this, Nicole? Or did you have bling on it and you picked them all off? Tell me you picked it all off. Tell me you picked off the bling off of here. For real. You didn't? What the heck? I would have never sent this out like that. Look at, you know what I'm talking about? Like this is really rough. Like you could tell there was glue around here. And then it's really rough around here. Like, and you could see the little circles where there was bling. Do you want bling on it? Oh, you took it off. Whew. Thank you. That scared me. I'm like, please tell me I'm not losing my mind. Okay, so I'm putting yours with this. Okay, cool. I'll get with you on that one later. Oh, see, and that's what I want to know. That's why I try to make it inset, and I try to make it in places where you're not going to be holding, because I don't want stuff digging in my hand. I want a nice smooth grip, and I want it to be comfortable. So yeah, it stands to reason. So that's what we strive for, and I try to tell Vicky to strive for. No, you're fine. If you don't like the bling, that's fine. Because if you don't like what you are pretty picky, but I don't think you're as picky as Stephanie. So, and I thought I was picky, but I think Stephanie might have me beat. So, yeah, that's why you don't like bling on yours. So, yeah, unless they're really put in there well, where you can't feel them, then I'm okay with that. Or one lady said the same thing. She said, I really like bling, but I cannot stand to feel it. So actually what I did with hers is I put bling on it where she wanted it, and I used UV resin, and I filled it all up and made it just as smooth as the regular blank. So that's also an option. Yeah, the bling, a lot of times if we love bling, it's so pretty, but No, you're fine, Stephanie. I'm telling you. When you get where I am, if you're turning, you can definitely see. Oh, OCD, is that what it is? And that is 100% fine. My granddaughter's OCD. She's got she's sensitive to certain things. She's got a sensory perception disorder, I think they call it. And she's got some anxiety, so I totally get it. I was raised with a mother that was bipolar and a brother that was bipolar, and luckily all I got was ADHD. Praise the Lord. So, exactly. She likes what she likes, and there's nothing wrong with that. Because I'm the same way. And until I found out exactly what I wanted, I don't let people make a pen for me because I want bills because they're long, and I can make them as thin as I want, and I can make it just like I want. And if I end up not liking it, then guess what? I can come back out here and fix it. So, seriously. And I'll even show you guys this one I loved. I could not give this away. I was going to sell it, and I said, I can't do it because I love it. But I've never used it because of all the bling. Because see, my hand fits right where all the bling is. But I just loved it. Look how autumn it looks. I love fall. And this is 100% wood. So the colors were just phenomenal in it. And I had to have this. I couldn't sell it. So I just sit and look at it. Maybe one day I'll do something with it, but probably if I make that a little thinner, I think I could probably use it. Because see how I inset it? See how I make the grooves? I actually, when I roll my hand around here, I cannot feel the bling because I put it in deep enough. So if you wanted something like this, then I could just fill this whole section in with UV resin and turn it, and it would be just as smooth as the rest of it. So those are ideas for you guys. If you love bling, but you don't want to feel it, you don't want to feel a bunch of grooves and stuff, and I don't like to feel a whole bunch of grooves. Matter of fact, I did this one for me today. I did this one for me because I like it long. I like it slender. I do like some character, but I don't like sharp character. So this one's going to be good because you see where my hand hits? Right there where that section is. And if I could take y'all's hands and measure them, it'd be even better. Seriously. And I don't think I'm OCD. I really don't. Not that I know of. My doctor's only said that I was ADHD. But this is how picky I am for wanting you guys to have what you want. Because you're paying me good money to do exactly what you want. And so I need you to love what you have. So I would much rather Nicole send me back something and say, could you please do this or this? And me send it back. Than for you not to like it and go, well, I guess I better destash it because I don't really like it. So, no. If you love the pen, send it back and I'll fix it. So, yeah, I love the character. So, luckily that fell in my hand right there. And that's where I'm going to touch. And I even like the end that I kept on there. So this one will end up on that side a little bit here, but that won't bother me. So I just like long and slender. More than anything, long and slender. Okay, so Stephanie, I need to, you want 4 and a half? 4? 4 or 4 and a half? Girl, my husband, there was one time when we first got married, I had stuff rolling around in my head. We were going somewhere. Stuff was rolling around in my head, and I was like, do you remember that time we went to the mall, and then but did you do this? And then, but wait a minute, when you did this, and I made like 4 or 5 comments right after. He goes, hold it. Can I get in on this conversation? I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I literally answered every question I had asked. And we just laughed about that. It was so funny. But I really think he is seriously ADHD. A little thicker than medium, 4 and a half. Okay, so let's do 4 and a half. And she wants grommets. Let me not waste you guys' time by drilling it for grommets. I can still do it after I turn it, but before I polish it. I like to put the grommet because it's a bigger drill. So let me move this. So I'm not going to do the holes for that just yet. I just want to get this the right size. And you want this for the e-painter. So let me cut it off here. What I'm gonna try to do, Stephanie, is I don't want there to be a big hole in it. I really tried to make this little hole like this small for the e-painter, and the regular size hole for the tips is that big. So you see the difference in size. Some turners are just using this all the way down. I got a smaller size because I thought, you know, the smaller the hole, the more suction from your e-painter. So that's what I would like to know next, is if the smaller size really makes a difference. So let me do that. All right, and that side is good. I would have music on, guys, but you probably wouldn't like my kind of music. And somebody said that they may turn it off because of the music, you know, because it's copyrighted music and stuff. So I know one person, I've watched one person on TikTok play music the whole time he's on there, and they don't say anything. But I don't know. I don't know. Who knows? So many rules that go around. Okay. I just got to drill your hole for your e-painter. How many pens do you want to ship this week, Joanne? Oh, I'll tell you in a second, Stephanie, what I was going to say, what I'm going to try to do. Because it makes a drill mark inside, and you can see it, what I try to do is clean it out with a little brush, like a straw brush. And I'll show you in just a second what I mean. Wow, it's pretty interesting seeing it on the clear. I bet it's not going to be straight. Ooh, pretty straight. Almost straight enough. Wow. I'm gonna show you this. I'm pretty impressed myself. Oh, that is so cool. Okay, I'm done. So, I always worry about how straight they actually are, but just for the e-paint, because what we're told so far is that all the tips, aw, thank you, Susan. All the tips, I just want to be personal with you guys. I always said in my group, y'all aren't just a number. You're not just a dollar bill in my pocket. Like, y'all mean something to me because I love what I do. And I know when I want to buy stuff, want to buy what I want, you know. I don't want to there's so many people out there that buy these, and I'll see them and I'll be like, oh my gosh, how are they even buying that? Anyway, that's another whole tangent. So what I was going to say is it's pretty straight. Jaxie, come here. Come here, Jaxie. They never saw you before. So it's not an exact science. It is a drill bit. It's a tool, but that's pretty straight. So what we do is we drill a hole all the way through, and then I put the right size tip holes on them. Come here, Jaxie. Come here. Y'all hear him meowing? I don't know if you can hear him meowing. Jaxie. He's my skittish boy. Come here, Jaxie. I gotta get him. You gotta see my boy. No, he's not gonna let me. Jaxie, come here. You don't need treats. You need to come here. So I always wonder if the holes inside are really straight or not. That's pretty straight, especially because it's clear and you can see it. And I don't want it to look ugly. So what I try to do is I try to clean it out with like Dawn and a brush. And if I can't get it all the way out, then I'll try to put some glue in it, and the glue takes that white completely away. This is my Jaxie boy. This is my boy. Look at his eyes. Little Jaxie, wait a minute. You can't see how blue his eyes are. Mr. Jaxie. This is my boy. He's really skittish. He's not he's not with me, but he is with everything else. This is my boy. So my husband thought he didn't want medicine either. I think I saw you guys say that you didn't want, Christine, you didn't want medicine. So yes, they all went out in the mail today. There was like 44 or 45, something like that. So, yeah, the CA glue, but I'm always afraid that not to put too much, so I'll put the thin down there and kind of let it run. And that way, yeah, very uninterested. My Jaxie boy. This is my boy. So, he's really soft. My husband thought he had anxiety and he didn't want to do medication. He said, how about a cat? I heard a cat makes a big difference in anxiety, right? So I was like, I don't want another cat. I did the litter boxes. I don't want cats again. And so I got a cat. And then my mom got 2 cats. And 3 cats, actually. And now I have 4. So anyway. So yeah, so that's what, like Jacob said, I if I can't get it clean with Dawn, then I'll run a little CA glue down there, because I'm trying to have you see it as less as possible. I'm pretty impressed. It's a little bit, can you see that, Jacob? It's a little bit crooked there. It was a really long drill bit, but for the most part, it's pretty straight from hole to hole. And that really doesn't matter anyway, as long as there's an opening, then that's what your e-painter should do. You should just put your regular pen tip in. And now I'm hearing, if you guys hear anything else, let me know, because I'm hearing that now there might be some other sizes. Tmall, did y'all look for Tmall? Tmall was telling me that hers may be off. I'll have to look again afterwards, but I had sent her a pen. And I think that she said something about the holes were... She got back to me, and I can't remember what she said now. I don't think I looked at it. So anyway, let me get to turning before it gets too late. And you guys want to see what your stuff looks like. So, Christine is thicker than medium. See, now I can look. And she's okay with bling on both of them. Cutting the uneven part off. No, I already cut it. It's already at 4.5 inches. So that's how long that's going to be. This is 4.5 inch compared to... So I measured it. So, and it's not that It's just a little tiny bit at the end. And hopefully you won't see it in the end anyway. Okay. Yeah, Stephanie wants that one. Not under there. Let me run and get that. There's already holes in it. And thicker than medium. So all of yours have been okay so far, Christine? All the sizes? And Jacob, did my pictures have all the info you needed for the pens? Yes. Yes, ma'am. Pictures always help me. Pictures help a lot. So there's something under here, Jacob, when I, something about this. When I tighten this whole piece, I think it's getting loose or something. Because if I do it hard enough, I can end up shooting it all the way around. And I don't want to do that. So it's something in here that's not holding the blank. And Jeremy had said it when he was watching. He said it's a nut or something underneath there. So I got to figure out how to get under there and do it. Know what I mean? Gosh, I feel like I'm talking. I tell myself to shut up sometimes, guys. I'm serious. I'm like, just shut up already. Oh, okay. Awesome, awesome. I had two ladies here today, and I always tell anybody, if they come here and visit me, you get a free pen. So, two ladies came today. They're going to be in our event for September 20th. And so she came and paid me for the event, and she got a free pen. Does that, and for some reason it loosens up. Is Ann still here? We're all ears. Until you say, shut up and just turn already. Gosh. Every week, Dana and I always get on the phone and we're like, well, you know, we can do this better, we can do that better, I could just shut up and turn is what I can do. If Ann is still here, I would like to find out what size Ann wanted. I think I missed that. She's still here and wants to watch her. Ann is a big, long-time supporter of mine. So is Laura. Laura's been here for a long time, ever since. Actually, Laura was with me before I was Lady Lane. Careful at first because I just put a new blade on, and a lot of times with a brand new blade, if I push too hard, it'll like just like shatter the whole thing. And yes, Jacob, I'm using a what do they call that one? The one that's angled. Yay! What do they call that one? I forget what the name of it is. The angled, easy wood tool. Still don't notice the difference, but maybe if I try them back to back, like I have this one on here, and then the regular plain one on another one, and then just do them back and forth, maybe I can feel a difference. Yeah, the negative rate. Dale. Kind of stalling on the middle because I'm not exactly sure what I want to do yet. It'll come to me. A lot of rounded. I don't leave a lot of sharp because I think I hear more people say they like it rounded. So I don't usually leave them too sharp. Yeah, exactly. I like the looks of the sharper edges sometimes, but if you don't have to touch it, like right here on the ends, you won't have to touch those when you're done in painting. So it won't be as bad. without coming. I remember that. Yay! And so when I polish it, that'll polish down a little bit. It won't be quite as sharp right there. That's right. Ann was going to try to come too. Where's your little go? Here it is. So Ann, how did you want your grip? Hey, Johnny. How did you want your grip? Miss Ann. Who's next? Was Susan next? And then Ann. This is really pretty snowflake medium. Okay. Let's see. We gotta do this one different. So you don't have two alike. Well, and maybe another year we're hoping to make it, we would really like to make it bigger. So we'll see. I really think it's going to be a big success this year for all that we have planned. So it would be kind of cool if it was like the whole weekend. So maybe one time you'll be able to. This one I'm going to make sure it's a little bit thicker than the other one. The other one is really a little bit closer to medium than I wanted. I was trying for that. Jacob, do you ever use your skew? Like, I use this, Johnny. You guys will probably laugh at me, but I use this, and like Vicky tells me she uses hers flat. So, like, I just can't do it. Like, I'm afraid it's gonna like jump out at me. So, for whatever reasons, I turn it on the side, and I think it's perfect. It works out great because being rounded, it gives me that one little place that I like to turn it with. If you guys have any caster suggestions as well, you can let me know and I can kind of prepare. I can't usually just buy 10 or 15 blanks at one time, but if I know who it is, you know, I can prepare and I can usually ask them if they can help by giving me a discount. And I'll be glad to check them out. Because I know there's some on Etsy that do Illumilite. There's just so many. Like if you say that you're ADHD, you still get the eye rolls, like, yeah, whatever. I'm like, well, you don't understand. You really don't understand unless you're there. How overwhelming stuff can be. Something simple to other people are really overwhelming. And then when I tackle it, like my clothes, folding clothes to me is ridiculously overwhelming. And so I just don't do them. A lot of times I sit in my chair. But then when I get tired of seeing them, I'm like, really? That's all that was? It took me 10 minutes to do that, you know? Oh, you just finished your live? Yay! So I saw you too. I think when I was looking for mine, I think I saw you in there, and I was like, oh, I wonder if he's live now. And what do you mostly turn, Johnny? Like bowls, and do you do pens and rings and... Because I laugh sometimes. I'm thinking some of the other guys may think I'm silly the way I use the tools, but yeah, right? It is easy to get overwhelmed, and then you just like you're done. You have a block, and then you can't do anything, and you have to like psych yourself up to doing something, and then after you do it, it's like, really? What was that all about? That was not that big of a deal. Let's see. What is the link? Drawing a block. I'm like blanking right there. What's going on? Money! Ellie! Do you like pearls, Christine? I've got a string of pearls that I think would look really good, like little bits on the ends. I just think it would be really pretty. I was going to do it on somebody else's, and they were like, no, I don't really like pearls. Okay. Let's do lemons. Talking about how picky we were earlier. Anne's one of the least picky customers I have. She's like, yeah, what you do, make it medium. Oh, dude, he makes beautiful blanks too. He uses pine cone really well. You like pearl? Okay, I'm gonna do. I just think this would be really pretty pictures. Or do you want me to reduce these here and make them smaller? It's smooth, so it's definitely, you don't feel like it's anything there. All right. right, Miss Laura. Thank you for your package. I love it. And I told Aaliyah about the tabs and she laughed. She said, thank you so much. Feel better. There really is a lot of good, there's a lot of good casters and a lot of good turners. Christine, is this going to be okay, or you want me to reduce this at all? But it does feel good. Can you make them a little smaller? I can't. That's why I try to tell people. They're always afraid to tell me to change something, and I'm like, please don't be afraid to tell me, because I'm not in your head. I'm not your hands. I'm not your eyes. I'm my eyes. So what I think looks good may be different to somebody else. So don't bother me a bit to ask me to change it. And do you mind that there's circle right there? Because I can change that too. I can change it to something else if you want to change. If you don't like it, you don't like the circle. Make them too small. Okay. Dana, can you tell me who was next? Who grabbed the next one after you? After Christine. Number 8, which is the silver. Is that okay, Christine? Is that better? Yeah, Ian wanted the silver. One's a little bit thicker too, Christine, because this one is really more my medium size. This is thicker than medium. So if you actually want this, okay, they're good. So I'm gonna leave this thickness because you liked it a little bit thicker. I hope that's not too thin. Man, if I'd have ordered them when we talked about it, Dana, I would have had the business. I would have had the index cards today. Yes, on the bling, Ian. Remind me. Or no bling. Oh, you said no bling, I think you said. I'll remember that. Let me change my drill bit real quick. So I can put the right tips on. And have you tried the vacuum pen yet? I'm not going to. I'm not interested at all. going to do the vacuum. I have no interest because the whole fun of diamond painting was, you know, just doing it the way we originated. Now they want to come out with all kinds of cool stuff. On the Abandoned Lake, pink and purple. This one? It is. It's a purple with a neon inside it, and then this is dyed wood, pink and purple. And actually, it looked like he dyed it a little neon too. Can you get that yellow? No, that's resin right there. That's wood. Isn't that cool? Yours are right here. I'll show Johnny a couple of yours. Johnny, are you still here? I don't have a problem in picking it up with the putty, the AB. This is Jacob's. This is Jacob's. I love pine cone. I'm real partial to pine cone and colors. This is one of his that he casted. This is one of his. And this is really cool because this is kind of like one of Bill's where he does the color drop. But I can see that, you know, you do it this way and I can kind of see the difference. The color goes down instead of this way. That's probably the difference there. But I love that because these are in clear. Aren't these pretty? I am so partial to pine cone myself. I think this one's yours too. This one's his. I got a bunch more over there too, but I'm keeping some pine cone. Let me see. He does the 3D print too. Look at this snowy. This one's going to come out really, really pretty for somebody that loves blue. There's another pink. And he does 3D print too. This one was my first one that I caught my eye from Jacob. I love how it's just lightly colored in the white with the pine cone. Heck yeah. My secret box. Some of these are up for grabs. One of these is mine, but I think I have another one. I do. And I have another white and light purple, super light purple. Yeah, Christine got one. This is Jacob's box. And he does resin too. So, see the pen that I made that never sold? The one pen I made that never sold. Did I show y'all? I think it's the kit is the Dayacom. And I got with Jennifer Decker and purposely had her pick out the colors to match with the gold. So she used a pearl in here, and I had her put, she had never done the embellishments, but I said, you can do it, just push them in there before you cast them. So it's also got the embellishments, you can see it sparkle. So this one was all hand created. I'm not big into dragons, and I'm not big into gold. But I wanted to do it because there was a lady that had the kit on sale. I said, you know what? I want to do it just to do it. So, so it's real pretty. It's the only one that's never sold. I didn't know if don't hear Johnny. He must not be here. But yeah, the one pen is never sold. I did have one the other day. I was quite surprised at. It was like a Sierra, and it was similar. It was similar to a Sierra, but it was not a Sierra, and it didn't sell. I said, what the heck? So times are getting slow a little bit. Y'all probably saw that one already. Yeah, I showed that one. Window shopping. Alright, Miss Ann wants medium. And it's up to me. Some ideas. You gotta see that happen on slow motion on the camera. It is hilarious. It looks so cool. Sometimes I'll get my husband to slow mo it. When I got a good stream coming out and it's not vibrating, it looks really cool. Watching the streams just go really slow. And this is probably about 5.5 inches. That's okay. Maybe 5 3/4. If you need it to be smaller, it's not too late for me to cut it. What I need to try to do when I get you guys all polished is I need to try to put them on my group and say, hey, this is what we do over on YouTube, so they can see how pretty it is. Because they're going to come out really pretty. So that size is okay already. Jacob has so many blanks. Oh, one. So glad you joined us again. think of, you know what kind of pens I would like to learn? Kitless. I would love to learn Kitless. I bet those are hard and time consuming. For the setup. So is it not just the drill, like, I figured it was like the drill on their lathe where it was nice and perfect. Is that not all it is? I'll show y'all what a Kitless pen is in a minute. Literally, it's made 100% by hand. Does not come with the actual kits or the metal pieces that go inside, all the springs and screws. It doesn't come with any of that. Wait, didn't you write me on Messenger, Christine? Didn't you end up writing me on Messenger after all? Gosh, I talk to so many people a day. I get so many people mixed up. Oh, well, I have that. I have that. Yeah. Well, I don't have, I think I don't have a whole bunch of sizes. I have this. Is that what that is? That's what that's for, but I don't have a whole bunch of sizes, so I would have that, of course. Oh, you still didn't get Messenger? Yeah, you know what that is. Well, as long as Dana doesn't mind sending you pictures of my drops too, you know, when I do several. She is the best ever. She is. Don't tell her I said that, but she's too good to me. If you tell her, she might be like, oh, well, what do I get for it? Okay, let's see if this is good. It's gonna be so pretty. The awesome. She is so awesome for me. Will that be okay, Ann? Awesome. Thank you so much. It's good to see you on here. How'd you get wind of the YouTube? Did you see it on the group? I'll show y'all. I think I have a Kitless over here. I do. These are expensive. These are really expensive. They're usually 200 or 300. This is what a Kitless is. They literally make it out of, everything's by hand. This is turned with a resin blank. The metal is made on a machine. The whole casing is literally drilled out perfectly and polished inside too. They have to polish it inside and out. And he made the silver part here. You know, it has to, every bit of it has to be polished just right. And the only part that is the pen is the nib for the fountain pen and the ink part inside. This one is drilled out. See, he's talking about he has to drill that out, make the rings, and sometimes they'll put an insignia on it if it's theirs. Isn't that cool? You want me to show the silver? You want me to show your silver again? Let's see. All the silver flake in there, plus the silver. It just looks like a silver pearl with the light. It's going to be so pretty. It is. It's really pretty. That is rubbing alcohol. Okay, who was next? You know that one. Good job. Yeah, Braxton, bless his heart. I've known him the whole time. He was one of my first casters that I started buying from. I started buying from him first, and now he's not really even casting anymore. He's just kind of doing his pen. But did you follow him when he got his brick and mortar, and his son, you know, tried to help him, and he's a really sweet guy. Susan got, I didn't know which number it was, the silver. Is she next? Susan got the silver. And then she said, my choice, medium. Is she still here? Yeah. Alrighty, we'll do her next. Daughter blinged up some more on the, when she was little, when she was like, she did all of this. she put all those embellishments all over, just glued them everywhere. She glued some up here. This time she glued some up here, up on this, the little thingy on my machine. I was laughing. Let's see, trying to get it close enough for y'all to see. Oh, he's close to you. Yeah, I know he moved away from Florida. I got to go down there once, but I didn't catch him in time to actually go and meet him in person when he was down in the Keys. And then he moved up, you know, away from the Keys because it was deserted down there. It was terrible. You couldn't do anything down there after the hurricane. And then I was really hoping he'd make a go of his brick and mortar, especially with all the resin stuff in the ocean that his wife was making. Susan, remind me, did you tell me bling on this? That were here today, they were asking, they were like, with all this stuff, it comes off all the time. It always comes off looking white, even though it's got a little bit of color. But, yeah, she won't blink. So, it's got a little bit of color, you can see. Basically, it comes off white. And they were like, can't you do anything with it? I said, you have no idea how many casters have tried to figure out what can we do with this. I'm like, would you want to open up a package? Like, even if you use it for packing material, would you want to open up a package to all that? I don't think so. And then I've seen some try to recast it, and it just looks like that. It just looks like a big mess. It doesn't really, there's not really anything you can do. And she goes, can you melt it down? Like, can you remelt it? I was like, it came from? And I said, nope, it's not like that either. So there's not really anything you can do. I have a whole vacuum bag full in there. Trust me, if I could do something with it, I would. This silver in this Susan's going to be so pretty. Decide if we want to do Jacob next week or let's see, I can go back around to Cocoon. I could just do random. I could just pick some random stuff too. I just really like to pay attention to the casters too because unless we help keep them going, you know, they start falling away too. They have to go back and get jobs and like, no. I figure if crafting or diamond painting ever gets slow, I'll probably have to go back to work somewhere too. But I want to go to like someplace like Hobby Lobby. I'm not going back to Walgreens. Blessed every day when I get up and I know I can come out here and do what I love, and I don't ever want it to become a chore. Ooh, the rainbow's coming out. In the end, Susan. Jeremy had to go back to work too from Imagination Woods. He had to go back to work because it just got slow. Casting, I think, is harder than turning because they have to keep things going. They have to keep you guys on your toes. They have to keep making pretty stuff, you know, so that y'all want to buy them, and the pen makers want to buy them, and I would hate to think that pen making is a dying art because it's just so pretty. Not even diamond painting, but actual pens. And a lot of people don't appreciate A homemade pen, they're like $45 for a writing pen. All let me do is write with it. Well, that's all depends on how you look at it again. 40 applications, wow, and only one call? Oh yeah, if it's been 20 years since nursing, but you still have your license, all you had to do was keep up with your yearly, I forget what they're called, yeah, we did that in pharmacy, but you still have your license, you'll always be a nurse, because you know, after 20 years, things change a lot in medical. I would think that they would want you to go back to get some kind of training again or something. Another whole diabetic pump, and he's been with Medtronic for 13 years, 10 years or whatever it was, but, and we're like, look, we're not getting him the pump. He likes Medtronic, we're going to stick with that. She told me crazy. I'm like, what is your problem? She probably gets a kickback from it or something. I guess my thought pattern is always just to do simple round bling. I never think to put like butterflies and flowers all over it much, but if you guys ever want that stuff, I can definitely do it. I just try not to get it in the way. Flowers and stuff all over and it's come out really pretty, but not everybody likes that. It didn't come out how I wanted it in my mind. What can I do about that? that would not be a hard field to get back into. Like you said, they want somebody that's already been doing it for 20 years, not somebody that hasn't been doing it for 20 years. Good night, Jacob. See you later. We'll let you know if we do your pens next week or not. Oh, you love it? Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much. Just don't be afraid to ever tell me if y'all want something different. Wait till I know Stephanie's gonna say you gotta get this one wet. Because this one is gonna be really pretty. I just love the silvery in it. Ooh, look! This is gonna be so gorgeous. That is so pretty. Right? Like you even got a little spot there of color left. I love that it's character, different character than anybody's got. Something about Deb wanting the Christmas one. Alright, let's see. Let me make sure Miss Stephanie wants you usually like thinner. Did you tell me medium? Isn't that pretty, Susan? That's gonna be so gorgeous. I can go back and look just to be sure because I did not write it down. See, once I get those cards, once I get the index cards, I won't have to remember. I can just look, and then I'll look like a pro to you guys. Perfect pink. Oh yeah, Christine wants a Grinch. Gotcha. Just this time. Thick side of medium. Alrighty, if you're sure. If you try to, do you have a magic marker or anything at home? Do you have like the one girl told me was an Expo pen? It's like a dry erase marker. If you try something that big and hold it in your hand, it might kind of give you an idea if you might, like it. Oh, it's okay. It's all right about cutting it. That's up to you. You don't do something that you want to do for me. I got a whole box down there of cut-offs that I'm making, that I make the segments out of. This one asymmetrical too. Let me see Well, so I guess I kind of do symmetrical because I think when I first started, a lot of people wanted that symmetrical look. They didn't want it odd, but then other people don't. So it really just depends. I'm really liking that look. You were the one that told me the reverse face or whatever you called it. I'm loving that look. You like the pink one? Yeah, I do too. I'll show you the pink one. This was a really long one, and it had 3 big balls right here at the end, and I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. I'm like, who is gonna hold on to that like that? So, Stephanie doesn't get grommets because she's getting well, she could if she wanted, but she had me do it for a vacuum. Yeah, so this had these big balls on it. I'm like, there's no way. So I always make a grip area. Always make a grip area. The red and blue, or is she still here? I bet you guys didn't know that the DAC screw-in has a tiny hole in it that you can actually use it with a vacuum pen too. pen I showed earlier? Do your ends matter stuff? Baseball bat ends. Somebody else said that, and I'm like, well, how do you know which end? Is it the end that you hold or the end that hits? I'm assuming the end that you hold where it gets up close and it has kind of rounded. Right? Yeah. And that way you have a little bit kind of a grip area. This end is going to be bigger, Stephanie, than this end. I'll show it to you in just a second. I don't know why I did that. I didn't mean to do it. And it's kind of good in a way if it doesn't bother you because then you have two different sizes that you can switch to if you wanted. They're going to be okay. Not too thick. This one is a little bit more medium, kind of like what I did with hers by accident. And then this one's a little bit thicker. So you're not going to get quite as much there as you would. And then I made it like a base. I put like indented in here with one of the tools. I just got to get way in there and and get it polished. And let me put some alcohol on it. Yours that you really kind of saw it before, but see how you can see the drill mark all the way down? That I'd like to get rid of as much as I can. But I love this one. This one's not going to turn yellow on you. Alright, so we don't have Deb, right? Do we have anybody else? Most welcome. Let me turn this off until we figure out what else we want to do. That way y'all can hear me better. My husband does the jail ministry on Tuesday, so he should be coming in any minute actually. Gotcha. Yeah, I'll have to get with her because I don't want her to think that, you know, I didn't catch her or see her or whatever. So, yay! I am so excited, guys. I'm going to do a few more, when we get off here, I'm just going to do a few more turns for some drops. Because, I have a phone bill due. Oh, yeah. And might be nice if I, polish the birthday pens, huh? I got them done. I love this green. Love that green. Love that green. So this is our birthday pen. For those haven't caught on yet. Our birthday, I get somebody to do the 3D prints. And I do 4 birthday pens a month. I used to do 2 when I graduated up. This one is really pretty. How that pink and blue meshes together. That's a That's a snowflake one. I just wanted to do, some of these are drops. Oh yeah, here's one of the pink and grays. You need one for this month? The birthday one? I have one set aside, but I kind of really wanted to save that one for me. But if you guys need one extra, you know, if you need them extra, I can always ask Dawn and Jamie to do one. 3 of them. These are going to be up. This one's not going to be up. This is not a, that's how I do the segmented. I just glue pieces together, and then I have to get through it on the lathe real carefully so it doesn't bust up. I gotta do this one next. No, this one. This one I was doing before we went live. It's got flowers in it. So, I can see if they can always make more. Oh, she needs September. That's going to be super blue. Alrighty, anything else? Y'all want to see any more? Last minute? You're going to probably see some of these up. Oh, Millie. I have got to polish Millie's. But, you guys look for some of these. I'll put these up, as a pop-up. That one's mine. Yeah, I'll message Deb about that one. And we kept our comments, so maybe something I did worked. Maybe clearing my cache and clearing out my memories and clearing out some old apps and stuff. Maybe that's what it was. Because I know I just had them increase my internet to 2 gig. So you can put my name in. Oh, gotcha. You're going to put her name in when we get to the... Yeah, I think it always, with Dawn and Jamie, we always get towards the end of the year and they get backed up some, I guess, and it gets slower. So I didn't get these until late. And then it took me a little extra longer to do them because with my granddaughter here, but so the other ones, hopefully they'll be in. And then sometimes I just can't pay for them. They usually sends them anyway, and then I pay him. He's so good about that. But I told him today, I said, I've got to be your worst payer. He said, you are not by far the worst. So bless your heart. So they need their money too. But anyway, I think that's going to be it. Can't think of anything else. Maybe you guys want to do resin one day too? This works out really good for me, because 2 things, either 2 things. If nobody purchases like you guys did tonight, then I'm just going to turn them anyway, because a lot of people like to see it live. And if you do purchase them, then that's just better for me too anyway. So either way, the live works out really good for me doing the pens. But I can always do an extra live at some point if y'all want to see like some resin, or if you want to see something else. So you just have to let me know one night. Yes, I have a lot of hair, by the way. Whew, I'm tired. Been wanting to take that down for a while because I've had it up in the clip all day long and it gets heavy. So what did you say? I thought I saw it on there, but I don't see it here. I don't know. I'll have to catch up with that. So, aw. I usually take the bait and buy. Right. Thank you guys. I love it. And most people do like to watch it. A lot of times they say it's mesmerizing. Spur of the moment hybrids. We can do that one day too. I mean, I don't have to do a caster every time. Literally, I can just pull some. Here's my bud. Here's my boy. I can just pull some hybrids out and do some one day. Do y'all like hybrids? Susan, do you know if you like hybrids? And anybody else? Nicole, do you like hybrids? That's wood and resin mixed. Hey, Bubs, come here. Come, jump. Come here. It's my boy. I need to get him brushed. Oh, yeah. And do you just like a lot of bright colors and rainbows? Nicole, what else do you like? Because a lot of times the wood, although Castaway does wood with the bright colors. You haven't gotten a hybrid yet, Christine? Are you sure about that? I thought you had one. Hybrids are beautiful. I love wood, though. I'm real partial to wood. So, what you want, love? What do you want? A good boy? A good boy? Come on. Don't jump up there. You'll hurt your back. Yeah, we can do pine cone. Oh, I love. Yeah. Pine cone you got, but not an actual. I have real wood too, like 100% wood. I love it because it's lighter. So, we can do something like that maybe next time. Yeah, bright colors always ends up from something different. All right, guys, I'm gonna go, and you guys have a wonderful night, and I so appreciate you being here. And Sprague, no, I have not. I haven't even heard of that. Sprague Woodworking on YouTube. I want to do bowls, like crochet bowls, and segmented bowls where you segment different pieces together, different colors. I have the wood for it. I just haven't done it yet. I don't know how really. So, good night, Joanne. Send me some stickers. I'm just kidding. From Monopoly. Alrighty. You guys have a good night. Oh no, she said, is she frozen? Oh, yep, I'm still alive. Alrighty. Talk to you guys later. You have a wonderful night, and we will see you next week. Thank you. Oh.